Peet by Trey. Birth, death. He was born on January 29th, 1915, in Grandview, Indiana, a very small town on the banks of the Ohio River. All he remembered of Grandview are the 2 pigs we raised in our backyard. When he was 3, his family moved to Indianapolis. This was during World War I. His first home in Indianapolis was just a block away from the railroad, and he could remember the long lines of snow-covered army tanks rumbling on the flat cars during that first winter. Looking back on those early days in Indianapolis, he realized that it was a good place for a boy to spend his childhood until he was 12. We lived along near the edge of the city. He died in 2002. He went to elementary school He went to elementary school in Indiana. He went to school at Tech High School. He failed every class except PE, but didn't take any art classes. When he did better. The summer between grade school and high school was a disaster for him. Bill's father came home from being on the road salesman, asking Bill's mom for money. Later, she said yes, and he was on the road again. Young adult. He got a scholarship to Heron Art Institute on the Indiana campus. He fell in love with Margaret that he'd met in art school with Margaret. He had 2 boys and 2 dogs. Young adult. Career. Out of art school, he went and got a job with Walt Disney. With Walt, he was with him for 50 years. He also made 27 illustrated books and a autobiography of himself. During his 27-year career making animated films, Bill Peet became Walt Disney's greatest story man. Walt Disney. With Walt Disney, Bill started at the bottom, but very fast rose to be Walt's best story man. He has written and illustrated more than 30 books for children. Over 50 years, they have been loving him. During his 27-year career making animated films, Bill Peet became Walt Disney's greatest story man. Author. Here are only some of the 27 books he illustrated. About half with Walt Disney. Then he quit with Walt Disney and wrote half of the books he'd made over with his wife Margaret. He had 50 years with Walt Disney in his lifespan. Other picks.